See children, he just practiced on the bank of river Ganga solitudely, and he invented new ragas from the Shehnai, because spontaneously he did. No one did. Already it was not just invented those ragas. Just he himself made some new ragas, the Shehnai, in the pleasant atmosphere of river Ganga. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad music conference. So here, who was his uncle? His uncle was Ali Bakhsh. His uncle was Ali Bakhsh. So he was accompanying his Ali Bakhsh. That means he was accompanying his uncle. So one day when he was accompanying his Ali Bakhsh, that means he went at the age of 14 years, Bismillah Khan went to Allahabad music concert. So one day, at the age of 14 years, he went with his uncle. Uncle was Ali Bakhsh. He went to Allahabad music conference. When he was at the age of 14 years, he went with his uncle. Where? Allahabad music conference. At the end of his recital, Ustad Fayaz Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." So what happened at the end of his recital? That means already he started playing. He practicing playing the Shehnai. He practiced a lot and he invented more ragas. See here, when he practiced everything, when he was in early year, he started practicing. Now he was in 14 years. Now he was at 14 years. So he went along with his uncle in the Allahabad music conference. He played. He recited along with the Ali Bakhsh. Recited means he played the Shehnai along with his uncle. There the Ustad Fayaz Khan patted the young boys. Patted means just in order to make him to cheer. Pat gently. What did he do? Work hard and you shall be a big famous Shehnai player. Like that Fayaz Khan, Ustad Fayaz Khan just spoke this to Bismillah Khan, because he was a small boy. He also came with his uncle. By seeing him, he was very impressed by the reciting of the Shehnai. So he just told him that you are a good boy, in future you will become a famous Shehnai player. With the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938 came Bismillah's big break. And in 1938, All India Radio. Children, have you heard the word All India Radio? In those days we have only All India Radio. Nowadays we have so much of communication. We are from net and everything, we have telephone, tabs and everything, mobiles, everything we have. But in those days we have All India Radio. In 1938, it was started in Lucknow. In 1938, radio station. Nothing but All India Radio means radio station was started in Lucknow in 1938. At that time, this became a big break to Bismillah Khan. Big break means, yes, he was appointed to play Shehnai in the radio. Understand? In olden days, the people used to listen to the music through what? Through radios. They used to listen through radios. Nowadays we are using everything for listening music. But in olden days we have only one radio station that was started in Lucknow in 1938. At that time Bismillah Khan got an opportunity to play Shehnai in All India Radio station. He soon became an often heard Shehnai player on radio. And now and then from that day onwards, in radio he became a famous popular person who plays Shehnai very well. Understand? This became a good name to Bismillah Khan. When India gained independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shehnai. So India got independence. Children, as we all know, India got independence on 15th August. At that time, what happened here? He became the first Indian to play Shehnai to greet Indians. To greet Indians means he welcomed the Indians by playing the Shehnai at Red Fort. on independence, our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru gave speech. At that time, the famous eminent persons Mahatma Gandhi and everyone attended there. Before the speech, he just played the Shehnai and greeted our Indians in order to show the significance of unity. And it was just like an auspicious day to all of us. August 15. Why we call it as an auspicious day for us? Because we got independence on that day. We freed from Britishers. We got independence on that day. He was called to the Red Fort. Why he was called to the Red Fort? In those days, Bismillah Khan already he became very popular through this All India Radio. Through this All India Radio, he became a popular and famous person. So, to his well-known fame, he got an opportunity, he got a chance to play at Red Fort on Independence Day. He poured his heart out into raw coffee from the Red Fort to an audience which included Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous tryst with destiny. He poured his heart out. He poured his heart out. That means from his body and heart, from his soul. He poured the raw coffee. Raw coffee, which was a famous tune. Through Shehnai, he played very well. Okay. Next, which included Mahatma Gandhi and everyone. After playing the Shehnai, the Jawaharlal Nehru started. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru gave a speech. What is that? Tryst with destiny. He gave Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru gave the speech. That speech we call as the first speech we call as Tryst with destiny. This speech was given by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Do you understand? That means before starting the speech, then only they gained the independence. But we didn't start the speech. Before that, we gave chance, we gave opportunity, we gave importance to our Bismillah Khan. Gave importance to Bismillah Khan to play the Shehnai. After that, they started the speech Tryst with Destiny at Red Fort. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. Children, we are not only in India, he went abroad and he gave so many stage performances. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah was so taken in by Maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. So here he went and he gave performances not only in India, he went abroad also. First place he visited abroad is Afghanistan. Where did he went? Where did he go? Yes, he went to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah, where in Afghanistan the King Zahir Shah was very impressed by the playing of Shehnai. By hearing this Shehnai, he was very impressed and he gave so much of Persian carpets. Children, do you know Persian carpets which were very valuable? He gave those as presents to Bismillah Khan. Not only those presents, he gave souvenirs also. Children, souvenirs means think even in a memory of a place, person or event. Suppose if you visit any place, you would like to bring some things which belongs to that place, which are famous in that place, isn't it? Whenever if you visit a new place, you want to buy some things which were famous in that place and you want to show to others. But here the gifts which were given by the king, that is first to remember their place, to remember the things which were famous in their country. That resembles like that. That we call as souvenirs. What do you call? Souvenirs. The king of Afghanistan was not only one to be fascinated with Bismillah's music. Film director Vijay Bhatt was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play at a festival that he named a film after the instrument called Gunjuti Shehnai. See here, children, not only the king. Who was the king here? The King Zahir Shah. After that, see here, the king of Afghanistan, he gave so many presents and souvenirs to him. After that, film director I think you may have heard the film director name is Vijay Bhatt. Was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play. He also heard the Bismillah Khan play of Shehnai at a festival, and he named a film after the instrument called Ganj-uti Shehnai. He named after the instrument called Ganj-uti Shehnai. The film was a hit. And one of Bismillah Khan's compositions. And also he composed one song also. What is that song? Dil ka खिलौना है टूट गया. Hindi. Dil ka खिलौना है टूट गया. So it was turned out to a nationwide chart buster. It became a chart buster. Chart buster means record breaker. How Bahubali is a record breaker, in the same manner it became a chart buster in those days. Despite this high success in the celluloid world, see children here, Vijay Bhatt's Ganj-uti and Shehnai and Dil ka खिलौना है टूट गया. These were famous. And Vikram Srinivas from Kannada, Sannadi Appanna. These two ventures only Bismillah Khan did, but he didn't want to take a risk and he don't want to be in the film world. That means in his mind he was thinking about it was only artificial glamour. I don't want that. I want to be myself. So he decided that and he didn't have these two ventures, only one or two from films. Awards and recognition came thick and fast. Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to be invited to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in the United States of America. So here children, awards and recognition came thick and fast. Awards and recognition, everyone known, he became a well-known musician. So those came very thick and fast. That means so many he received. And he became the first Indian to be invited to perform the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall. Children, what is that prestigious Center Hall for a musician? Lincoln Center Hall. So here he performed in this Lincoln Center Hall. Do you know where it was? It was in USA, United States of America. He was invited, the first Indian. Bismillah Khan was the first Indian who was invited to the Lincoln Center Hall, which was in USA. Children, you know, he is the Bismillah Khan. He is Bismillah Khan. So here he was invited to there, and what did he do here? He just played Shehnai. He played Shehnai. He also took part in the World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival, and in the Osaka Trade Fair. So these are the three places. What are the three places? Not only this Lincoln Center Hall, and another one is World Exposition in Montreal. Another one is Cannes Art Festival. I think you may have heard the word Cannes Art Festival. Not only that, another one is Osaka Trade Fair. Osaka Trade Fair is in Japan. So he visited these all places, and so well known did he become internationally that auditorium in Tehran was named after him. Not only that, he visited so many places, there he played and he got good name. And another thing here, there was an auditorium in Tehran which was named after him. There was a big auditorium which was named after Bismillah Khan. That means they have given his name to that auditorium. That auditorium name is Tahar Mosque. Tahar Mosque, Ustad Bismillah Khan. See children, in Tehran there was an auditorium. That auditorium name was given Tahar Mosque Ustad Bismillah Khan, named after Bismillah Khan. That means on the name of him they call this auditorium. National awards like Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and the Padma Vibhushan were conferred on him. Not only that, the Padma Bhushan, the Padma Vibhushan, the Padma Shri award are also conferred him. Conferred means given, honored by these three awards. Those are national awards. India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna. And another one, along with these national awards, he just along with these three national awards, he was civilized with the highest award. What is that highest civilian award? Bharat Ratna. This was the highest civilian award. He was honored with the highest civilian award. With the coveted award resting on his chest and his eyes glinting with rare happiness, he said, "All I would like to say is," so when he is coveted this, that means he was much desired, he was very happy with that Bharat Ratna. When he was received that, at that time he just closed his eyes and he kept that on his chest and with his glinting eyes. Heartfully he said this word. What did he say? "Teach your children music. This is Hindustani's richest tradition." What did he give message here? Teach all of your children to learn music. This is our richest tradition. This is our tradition. This is our custom. Even the West is now coming to learn our music. That means not only if we make our children to learn this, by now Western countries also coming from to learn this music. So why don't we make our children to learn this music? So make all our children to learn this music and make them to learn everything. It was our tradition. So Bismillah Khan gave this message to all Indians. In spite of having travelled all over the world, Khan Sahib, as he is fondly called. Children, here another name. He travelled all over the world. He visited many places. He used to call with a good name. Everyone is fond of calling his name as Khan Sahib. How do you call him? Khan Sahib. As in his name Bismillah Khan, the people used to call him as Khan Sahib. And is exceedingly fond of Banaras and Damra, and they remain for him the most wonderful towns of the world. He always think about Banaras and Damra because Damra is the first place where he played Gilli Danda. At that time he played that Bhojpuri, he sang that Bhojpuri Chaita. At that time he took one reward. What is that? Nothing but a laddu, isn't it? So he won't forget these places, and also in Benaras. In Benaras with his maternal uncle he visited there. So in his life he don't forget these two. A student of his once wanted him to head a Shehnai school in the USA, and the student promised to recreate the atmosphere of Banaras by replicating the temples there. So here one of his favorite student invited him to USA. Why he invited? He wanted him to head a Shehnai school. He want to start a new school, and he asked Bismillah Khan to come to USA and just make our children to learn this Shehnai, like he invited Bismillah Khan to USA. And he not only that said that I will bring the replicating, that means I will create the atmosphere with the temples, how you enjoyed in Benaras, in Damro, like that he said to Bismillah Khan. He just invited him. You always tell about Banaras and Damro. Today I would like to invite to my country. There you have to lead our school. I will replicate the atmosphere with temples. How in Benaras, how the temples were, in the same manner I will create the atmosphere here also. You can enjoy this nature. Like that, the student invited Bismillah Khan. But Khan Sahib asked him if he would be able to transport river Ganga as well. At that time, what did Bismillah Khan said? Okay, you will replicate all the temples and everything. You will create the atmosphere. But what about my river Ganga? Can you bring it back to the temples? Like that he asked. Why did he say so? Because always he used to play on the bank of the river. By seeing that Ganga, he created more ragas. Isn't it? He was very fond of that place. So he asked his student, can you do that? Can you do that favor to me? Later he is remembered to have said, that's why whenever I am in a foreign country, and that means by this what do you understand? He was very interested in his country. Bismillah Khan don't want to go to another country. He don't want to go to USA. He want to stay in his country itself. He used to play until his death in his own country. And again he used to say one word, whenever I am in a foreign country, that means to play Shehnai he used to visit so many places. I keep yearning longing, waiting. Whenever I went to abroad, whenever I was in a foreign country, but I will think about my Hindustan. I will think about my country. Wherever I go, I never forgot my country. That Bismillah Khan used to say. While in Mumbai, I think of only Banaras and the Holy Ganga. When I am in Mumbai, I think of Banaras and the Holy Ganga. And while in Banaras, I miss the unique Mata of Damran. So here, when he was in Mumbai, he was thinking about Banaras and Ganga. When he was in Banaras, he was missing the Damran. So like that, these two places, he never forgot in his life. Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India, one that effortlessly accepts that a devout Muslim like him can very naturally play the Shahnayi every morning at the Kasi Vishwanath temple. See children, being a Muslim, he was a Muslim, but he was a perfect example to the cultural heritage of India, effortlessly accepts, and every morning he used to play in the Kasi Vishwanath temple. Kasi Vishwanath temple is a Hindu temple, but being a Muslim, he just forgot everything and he want to create a brotherhood among Muslims and Hindus. He used to play the Shahnayi. Children, I think you got some idea about Ustad Bismillah Khan. From that day, he used to call as Ustad Bismillah Khan. Do you understand, children? Here, say here, children, devote. Devote means believing strongly in a religion and obeying its laws and following its practices. Here, what did he given here? Devout Muslim like him. That means believing strongly in the religion and following the customs and traditions of our country. That is called devoting. See here, children. I hope you understood the lesson. The Bismillah Khan, his life, how he captured, how he just brought a good name to his country, and not only that, wherever he go, he didn't forget his roots. What does the roots refer here? That means where did he born? He belonged to Hindustan. He belongs to India. So he does not want to leave the place. Wherever he go, he always thinks about country, his country. He used to stay at home. Even though he was invited to films, but he didn't act or he didn't do. Only from Kannada and another one is from Hindi. Just he did only two, and remaining, what did he learn? That only he gave to the country. He played for country. And he believed in the unity of Hindus and Muslims. He gave one message: everyone should be in brotherhood. Understand? I hope you understand the lesson, children. Once read the lesson. Where did he start his career? In which age he started? Where did he visit the places? Once go through his father. The names of some words are just those are new for you. Read the lesson 2 or 3 times and read and which places in foreign countries. Where did he go abroad? First visited place. What was the first visited place in abroad? Like that, and also that he gave some stage performances. Where did he give the stage performances? Just to read the lesson and underline those. And not only that, to which auditorium his name was given. Once note that, and also that read the comprehension check questions, read the meanings and everything. You can understand very easily. I hope you all understand. And not only that, before the starting of the lesson, children, you have some here musician names. Some of the musicians here, these people, they are playing some instruments. They are playing some instruments. Once see this and search information for them. What kind of instruments they are playing and in which instruments they are good at. Once gather information about this and just write in your notebook. This will help you a lot for you. And not only that, in this chapter, in the sound of music, in this chapter we learn about, the chapter is about the music. First part is about Evelyn Glennie and second one is about Bismillah Khan. These are the famous musicians. How did they conquer the good place? Just you read them and make them a note and try to do be good, and you also should achieve in your life. You have to try to do something. How Evelyn Glenn in her life did that, and how Bismillah Khan was a great patriot. How did he himself learn that, and what message did he give to the people? Just go through that, children. You will understand everything. I hope you all understood from this chapter to these two parts. Read well, and what are the hard words you will get, just underline those and verify the meanings and learn. Okay, see you. Stay home, stay safe.